Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Couldn't get my words out then. And no, this isn't a coincidence. This is just I've come back in from work. Proper sketchy walk home tonight. I'm going to put a little video together and upload it. You'll probably have ignored it by the time I get this uploaded. But yeah, we're going over to Pressure Drop, and this is a collaboration with DEYA. And this is a can of 2 Weeks in Florida. A cryo double dry hopped double IPA clocking in at 8.5% ABV. They say you can't reinvent the wheel, but DEYA come close with their delicious pale ales and IPAs. There was only one option on the brew sheet when they came to Tottenham to see us. A dipper with cryo hops. And the hops are a classic collection of Citra, Mosaic and Simcoe. And yeah, beautiful 440ml can. Not too sure who's in charge of the branding for Pressure Drop, but they've done an absolutely lovely job on this one. Really, really nice. So, let's get this open and see what we get. Heard a lot of good things about this, so looking forward to giving it a try. Got this from Honest Brew. And I'll have a look at the canned on date and stuff like that when I've poured it, so I don't spill it everywhere. And speaking of pour, how wonderful is that looking? So, beer in the glass then, and yeah, it's vibrant, it's luminous, it's got that sort of pale golden yellow mango squashed up in your hands look to it. Thick, dense, chewy looking. It's nuclear when I look at the camera. But yeah, beer poured for about 1 finger's worth of a whitehead. Haze for days, unclear for years, just so vibrant and bright. And I have to excuse me, I've just had, because family decided to do a barbecue whilst I was in work. So I've got loads of leftovers to enjoy. And yeah, that just looks fantastic. And there's a little bit of meat that's like playing around in my mouth. Let's not continue that sentence and just bask in the glory of that beer. So, on the nose. And it's one of those where it's soft, sweet and bouncy. You know, it's not in your face, it's not aggressive in terms of its hoppiness. It's really nice, reined in, inviting. Definitely get that dankness coming from the Simcoe. Then all those classic tropical aromas, counterbalanced with lovely citrus character. It's like it's more of the zest as opposed to like the flesh of a citrus fruit. Smells absolutely wonderful. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh my word. That is good. And what I like about it is, as sweet and as vibrant as it is, there's a big bitterness on the back end. Lovely dense mouthfeel. Just the right of carbonation. Coats your palate beautifully. I'm loving that lingering bitterness on this one. It doesn't go too dry and it finishes off that beautiful beer well. I've said it a few times now. From my experience with the cans that get sent over from the States, from the likes of Other Half, Trillium, Treehouse, Monkish, The Vale, is it really worth name dropping these breweries now? Hudson Valley, Finback. I could go on, but I won't. I think, in terms of the utilisation of hops, it's even keel. Do you know what I mean? I think the one thing that America still has compared to the rest of the world when it comes to these types of beers is they've got that body bang on. That utilisation of wheat, the malt build to bring up that body. That's where we're getting there, and that's you get with this. This is And it's not that hard to do, it would seem now, with some of the IPAs that we've been brewing here in the UK and in Europe. Loads of great breweries in Europe doing these styles of beers, and of course in other parts of the world. But this is comparable to some of the stuff that I've had from the States. And in fact, it's probably surpassing quite a few that I've had as well. It's so just decadently beautiful. So satisfying to drink. The praise that this beer has received is well deserved. And Pressure Drop, some of their beers I've had recently, especially their collaborations, no matter what the style, lovely stuff. I think that's why, you know, they've got that bar with Verdant in London. Yeah, after not necessarily being dormant, but they came back with like this big wave of collaborations, and yeah, they're now back on the map. And I think as a brewery in the landscape of breweries, I still think they're actually a little bit underrated. And of course you've got DEYA, one of the best UK breweries for me. So you combine that and you get a beer like this. It's absolutely wonderful. So canned on the 16th of April 2019. Best before date is the 16th of August 2019. It is now the 5th, going on the 6th of May. Oh, it's just beautiful. I'm not sure what this was like proper fresh, whether it was a little bit green like some of them tend to be, where they are released a little bit too young. Even though a lot of brewers now are saying, like, don't drink them straight away, let them settle for a couple of weeks before you crack them open and you will notice a difference. But this is just fantastic. It really, really is. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And right now, it's ticking all of the boxes for me. This is pretty much the last sort of pale beer. Don't know what that vibration was. This is like the last pale beer that I've got for a while, because I'm really trying to take a step back from buying beers because I want to get rid of this. Do you know what I mean? And just buying these. But then at the same time, when you get to drink something like this, it's hard. It's just hard. But at the same time, with the scene here in the UK, even if you were to miss out on this, chances are you're going to have an absolutely beautiful drinking experience of a similar beer. And yeah, after a little bit of a longer day at work, walking home where it's pitch black and you could have got jumped. I mean, look at me, I can defend myself. Do you know what I mean? So I don't need to worry about that. It's a bit more of an inconvenience if I were to get attacked. But yeah, after that walk home, after a little bit tedious in the last few hours of work, not going to lie. Plus I found out that I'd left something at work. Thankfully, I called and they had it. So yeah, it's nice to chill out, unwind. There's no pop-ups and it's vibrating. I don't know what that is. So stop it, phone. To the Chinese people who are watching, is it Chinese? Or is the way called Korean? I can't remember. If you're spying on me and you're watching this, let me see a notification when you vibrate, okay? I don't care if you watch me. I don't care if you watch my questionable adult website history. But at least have the decency to have a pop-up when you vibrate. Anyway, yeah, it's safe to say this to me right now, at this point in time, and drinking some other hazy beers that I've had recently, 10 out of 10. I just can't fault it. I really cannot fault it. And even taking those comments into consideration with the body compared to some of the American sort of beers, it's still a 10 out of 10. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And a little bit cheaper than most of the other beers like this available as of me recording this. Hopefully I'll get this recorded fairly soonish. So it's still a relevant beer. But yeah, fantastic stuff. And a brewery that I need to buy more beers of. I want to start doing it like where instead of like doing a whole of like, oh, this hype beer, this hype beer, this hype beer, like I have been doing fairly recently. I just love to be able to have one beer haul with like 2 or 3 breweries and just getting familiar with those breweries. Do you know what I mean? The likes of Pressure Drop, the likes of Colonel, the likes of Weird Beard, the likes of Siren. You know, these breweries who I know and have experienced beautiful beers, but I don't really buy many of them. So it'd be nice to do that. But yeah, anyway, you don't need to know about that. But yeah, fantastic stuff. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Are you a fan of either brewery? Did you like this? Did you not like it? What's some of your favourite beers like this or from the breweries? Recommendations and opinions always welcome. And yeah, go check out Press Drop and DEYA. And if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers, I reviewed this one. There's a little bit of food between the teeth. Hopefully you didn't see it. Speaking of food, this is going to go really well with cold barbecue food. Anyway, yeah, their links will be down below as well. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll join me for another beer review. Cheers guys, and you all take care. And yes, I know my hair looks absolutely awful today. Bye.